Morning.
Good morning. Can you see her?
Yes.
All right.
My singer,
Okay.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Perfect. P.O. Saunders, can you hear us?
Hi, good morning. Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
You just
Yes.
want to see them. Alziphat. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm hoping that this doesn't go out. We've been having a little bit. Can you see me or her? What
I
is
can
this
see all
for?
of you.
Okay. Okay. It's been going in and out, just so you know. So I'm hoping you can get through this without it hanging up.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, so we're going to get started. Good morning. I am P.O. Meissner, hearing examiner for the Board of Pardons and Paroles preliminary hearing. Certain Alziphat Alaze number 411-726. Today is January 15, 2025. This hearing is being conducted via video at the BOPP Central Office in York Correctional Institution. This is a public hearing. Public access. This hearing is available via video live stream. Can you please state your full name and DOC inmate number for the record?
Alaze, Alziphat, 411726.
Thank you. We also have a parole officer present. Can you please identify yourself?
Parole Officer Saunders.
And we have counsel here. Please identify yourself.
Sure. Attorney Alfonzo, Sirica, Public Defender with the Parole Revocation Unit on behalf of Ms. Alziphat.
This is a preliminary hearing, which the purpose are going to get logged to determine if there's probable cause to believe you commit an act that violated conditions of your parole, determine the act is sufficiently serious to warrant revocation of your parole, and determine you should be held in prison pending further proceedings. The state, not you, has responsibility to show there's probable cause to believe you violated one or more conditions of your parole. If I do not find probable cause, I'll reinstate your parole, which means releasing you placed back on parole supervision. If I find probable cause and determine the act is sufficiently serious to warrant revocation, you may be held in prison pending further proceedings. You should know preliminary hearing is an adversarial proceeding. Anything you say at this hearing can be used against you. This hearing is being recorded. So this is the procedure. I'm going to read you your rights. Then we're going to review the parole violation charge the state and PO is bringing against you. I will review and identify exhibits filed for the record. The state will then have an opportunity to just issue probable cause in the spirit of the allegations. After the state is finished, you will have the same opportunity. At the conclusion of the hearing, I will inform you of my findings, which are based on the available evidence. Do you have any questions about the purpose or procedure?
No.
Okay. You have important rights today. The right to have an attorney present. You have counsel here. You have the right to see the written notice, charges of violation. Did you receive the written notice?
Yes.
You have a right to view the evidence against you before this hearing. You have a right to submit evidence supporting your case. At this hearing, you have the right to call and examine voluntary witnesses or cross-examine adverse witnesses. Do you understand these rights and are you ready to move forward?
Yes.
So you'll now review the charge of the state your parole officer is bringing against you and the information underlying each charge. So P.O. Saunders, can you please read the charge?
Yes. Charge 1, obedience to the law. On 12/29/24, Wolcott police responded to your address due to reports of a dispute between you and your girlfriend, Aaliyah James. You admitted to pushing James up against the wall and eventually slapping her in the face, leading to close fist punches being exchanged. James sustained a bruise under her eye. You also trapped James inside the room for multiple hours, utilizing threats of violence in an attempt to prevent her from leaving. You were subsequently arrested for violating Connecticut General Statutes 53A61, assault in the 3rd degree, 53A181, breach of peace 2nd degree, and 53A96, unlawful restraint 2nd degree. This is a violation of condition number 2 of bail laws.
Thank you. And the state is following exhibits pre-marked for identification purposes. Exhibit A, signed statement of understanding and agreement, conditions of parole. B, remain in the custody order. C, violation, notice of parole violation. D, parole violation report. E, Wolcott Police Department incident report ending in 796. And F is pending case detail docket ending in 2445-S. I will note I received an addendum. The addendum reported on January 3rd, 2025. Charge was dismissed after family violence program was completed. So did you receive notice of parole violation report, and those other documents I marked? Did you review those?
Yes.
Okay. Do you need to continue this hearing to obtain any additional evidence?
We do not.
Okay, we have no witnesses. At this time, the state is going to have an opportunity to make a short statement or testify with respect to probable cause and the severity of the allegations. I'm going to swear in Ms. Alziphat as well as P.O. Saunders so that they can both speak if you would like to today. So can you please raise your right hand? You solemnly swear, simultaneously affirm, as the case may be, the evidence you shall give concerning this case should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God upon penalty of perjury.
Yes.
All right, so P.O. Saunders, would you like to say anything at this time? This is the only time you have to speak, so if you'd like to.
No, everything I believe is written down.
Okay.
I just
So-
wanted, actually, I'm sorry, I take that back. I
Go
just
ahead.
thought it was important that the board review the actions of her behaviors for the violating of the conditions. Otherwise, I'm open to continue working with Alziphat in the community.
Thank you. So now it's Ben's opportunity, if you'd like to speak at this time.
Yes, thank you. I've provided information to the hearing examiner and to the parole officer regarding what transpired in court. As correctly indicated, my client did complete his family violence dismissal after family violence program. I'm asking that a probable cause no finding be made. All charges were dismissed. This is not a situation where my client went to court and the charges were null. These charges were dismissed. If you were to make a finding, I'm not sure how that's going to occur, but if you were to make a finding in probable cause, certainly also arguing the second part that it acts so serious that my client needs to be held pending a further revocation hearing. As of January 3rd of 2025, there are no pending charges, criminal charges, no pending technical violations. So I don't think it's so serious that my client needs to be held pending a further revocation hearing. I'm not sure what the revocation hearing would be for, since the charges were dismissed, not nolly, they were dismissed on January 3rd of 2025. So I am asking that my client be reinstated as soon as possible. Thank you.
Thank you. So before I announce my findings, I'm going to put on the record, defendant was out there for about 4.5 months before being returned to custody on discretionary parole supervision. And it is recommendation the officer to release after disposition of charges. So regarding the charge one, I make a finding of probable cause based on the evidence that was presented in support of the violation AEF. I do find that the behavior does meet the elements. However, I find the accident not serious enough to warrant revocation. As such, your parole will be reinstated. The records office facility, as well as your parole officer, will be notified. So you're going to be reinstated as of today. So I'm going to, it is an honor after, you are discretionary parole. So that is on or after date as well, but I will, I'm going to, as of today, reinstate your parole.
If I may, P.O. Meisinger, not to interrupt you, I understand it's discretionary parole, but anticipation of this finding, I did provide P.O. Saunders with my client's proposed sponsor, which is her mother, with an address and a phone number in the Waterbury area. If I can just make that part of the record.
Okay.
So Ms. Alziphat, she is reinstating your parole today. The issue with you is you're on discretionary parole, so it's on or after date. It might not be today because of your status on discretionary parole, but your parole is reinstated as of today.
So what does that mean though?
You'll be
For
out sooner. You'll be out sooner than later. It might not be today. It just need to work out where you're heading. But parole is reinstated as of today.
okay, so I'm just waiting to get picked up?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so you're all set for today.
Thank you, P.O. Meisinger. Thank you, P.O. Saunders.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.